Welcome to Mind Clicks. As we gear up for summer, thoughts often turn to getting a bit more active, maybe feeling a bit healthier.
Definitely. That time of year.
And today, we're looking into some, pretty interesting ways to support your cardiovascular health based on some articles you shared. Stuff about nutrition, blood pressure.
Yeah, and what caught my eye wasn't about, super restrictive diets. It was more about what you can add.
Exactly. Forget taking everything out for a second. Let's chat about adding some, frankly, quite enjoyable things.
Sounds good. It's easy to get bogged down in the don'ts, isn't it? These sources highlighted some potential do's.
Okay, so first up, something I definitely raise an eyebrow at, in a good way. Dark chocolate.
Ah, yes.
One of your sources mentioned a specialist dietitian, Nicola Ludlam-Rain, suggesting a bit of dark chocolate could actually be good for blood pressure.
And the interesting part is the why. It comes down to these compounds in dark chocolate called cocoa flavanols.
Flavanols, okay, I've heard that term. What do they actually do?
Well, basically, they can help your body produce more nitric oxide.
Nitric oxide,
Yeah.
right. We hear about that sometimes. Remind me.
It's really important for your blood vessels. It helps the inner lining, the endothelium, to relax.
Relax, so become less stiff.
Exactly, which means blood can flow more easily, better blood flow, potentially better blood pressure.
Okay, so this isn't just, wishful thinking from chocolate lovers. Is there actual research?
Oh, yeah, definitely. The dietitian pointed to studies, I think, in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition and the BMJ.
Right.
And these studies found links, between eating dark chocolate moderately and seeing improvements. Things like lower blood pressure, better endothelial function.
Better vessel health, essentially.
Yeah, more flexible, healthy blood vessels.
This sounds great, but I'm guessing we're not talking about devouring a whole bar every night. What's moderate?
No, definitely not. That's key. The suggestion was something like 20 to 30 grams, maybe 2 or 3 small squares.
Okay, tiny squares.
And crucially, high-quality dark chocolate. Higher cocoa content means more flavanols, generally.
Right, so not just any candy bar.
Yeah.
Moderation, quality. Got it.
Precisely. A small treat, not a food group.
Okay, so moving on from the sweet stuff, the other really interesting point was about potassium.
Yes, this was fascinating. Research from experts at the University of Waterloo in Canada, Dr. Nita Layton and Melissa Stadt.
What did they find?
Their work suggests that actually increasing foods rich in potassium might impact blood pressure more positively than just, say, focusing only on cutting sodium.
Wait, really? More than reducing salt? That kind of goes against the grain of what we usually hear.
It does seem counterintuitive at first, but Dr. Layton put it quite plainly. She said something like, our research suggests that adding more potassium-rich foods, like bananas or broccoli, might have a greater positive impact on your blood pressure than just cutting sodium.
Wow. Bananas, broccoli. Pretty standard stuff.
Totally accessible foods.
So what's the logic? Why would potassium be so helpful?
Well, Melissa Stadt offered this really interesting evolutionary angle. Think about early human diets.
Okay. Lots of plants, I guess.
Exactly. Lots of fruits, vegetables, roots, naturally really high in potassium, and relatively low in sodium.
Ah, I see where this is going.
Our bodies, our systems for regulating minerals and fluids probably evolved expecting that kind of balance, high potassium, low sodium.
Makes sense. So the modern diet, which is often the complete opposite loads of sodium, not enough potassium.
Might be throwing a wrench in the works. It could be a reason why high blood pressure is so much more common now in industrialized societies. We've flipped the natural balance.
That really puts it in perspective. It's not just about one single nutrient, but the whole balance.
Exactly, the interplay between them.
So let's connect the dots for someone listening, thinking about their health as things warm up. What's the practical takeaway here?
I think it's about shifting the focus slightly. Yes, managing sodium is important, we know that, but don't only think about cutting things out.
Right. Think addition, not just subtraction.
Yeah. Consider adding things in. Like maybe enjoying a couple of squares of good quality dark chocolate sometimes.
Okay.
And consciously trying to boost foods rich in potassium, like having a banana with breakfast, adding broccoli to dinner. Those simple swaps.
It feels more positive somehow, adding beneficial things that work with your body.
It does. It's about supporting your body's natural systems.
It's pretty fascinating, isn't it? How small things, like a bit of chocolate or an extra banana, could nudge things in a healthier direction for your heart.
Absolutely. Simple changes.
Well, hopefully this quick chat has given everyone some interesting food for thought. Literally. Makes you wonder, what other surprising links are out there between everyday choices and our well-being?
That's a good question. Maybe something for another time.